Welcome to Cranford's Corner, where sports meets insight and predictions are made. I'm your host, D Money, and every week we dive into the latest sports news, break down the biggest games, and make bold predictions that keep you ahead of the curve. From the gridiron to the hardwood and everything in between, we've got you covered. So sit back, relax, and let's talk sports like never before. This is Cranford's Corner, your front row seat to all things sport. All right, today it's Talk to Me Tuesdays, but we're going to change some things up a little bit here. Um, but without further ado, let's get on into some of these games that are happening today. First off, we're going to go with Cleveland and Boston, NBA. Cleveland visits the Celtics today, with defending champion Boston shooting to become the first team to defeat the Cavaliers this season. The second NBA Cup game for each team is a rematch of the playoff series dominated by the Celtics last season, when Cavs All-Star Donovan Mitchell was relegated to cheerleader due to injury. It's great for the NBA, right? Cleveland coach Kenny Atkinson said, "Everybody's going to be watching, and I know our guys are anxious. I know they remember last year. We're going well. They're going well. It's great for the league, great for our franchise." Okay, today we're going to do player props. And first one would be Donovan Mitchell, shooting guard for Cleveland. He averages 27.5 points per game. The best odds on him to make that is minus 122. Evan Mobley, he averages 15.5 points per game. Over and under for him is minus 120. Allen, he averages 13.5 points per game. Best odds for that is the over, minus 110. You have Holiday for Boston. He averages 12.5 points per game. The over on the bet odds is plus 100. Al Horford, 8.5 points per game. Under is minus 105. Tatum averages 27.5 points per game, and his over is minus 118. Then you have Jaylen Brown, who averages 24.5 points. His over is plus 100. Derek White averages 16.5 points per game, and the under for him is minus 110. Then you have Okoro, shooting guard for Cleveland. He averages 6.5 points per game, and his over is minus 120. Then you have Garland, who averages 18.5 points. His over is at minus 130. There are a few injuries for this game. Cleveland's injuries: LeVert, the shooting guard, he's day-to-day with a knee injury. You have D. Wade, the power forward, he's out with an ankle injury. Okoro, the shooting guard, he's day-to-day with an ankle injury. Murrell, he's day-to-day with an ankle injury, the shooting guard. And Struss, the small forward, he's out with an ankle injury. Now, the starters for last game were Okoro, Mobley, Allen, Jerome, and Garland. Okoro played 13.47. Mobley played 34.25. Allen was 31.23. Jerome 31.31, and Garland 30.27. Okoro had 6 points. Mobley 23. Allen had 21. Jerome had 24, and Garland had 25. Okoro had 1 assist, no rebounds, no steals, no blocks, 1 foul. Mobley had 11 rebounds, 1 block, 2 fouls. Allen, he had 21 points, 15 boards, 1 steal, 1 block. Jerome had 8 assists, 2 rebounds. And Garland had 25 points, 12 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 fouls. We're just going to rock over here to the stats. Cleveland's record is 15-0, and Boston's score record for this year is 11-3. Against the spread now, Cleveland, they're 11-4, and Boston's 7-7. And on the over and under, Cleveland's 10-5, while Boston is 7-6-1. The away record for Cleveland is 7-0, and Boston's away record is 7-1. Cleveland's home record is 8-0, while Boston sits at 4-2. Now, Cleveland is also undefeated this year as of yet. The point spread for Cleveland is plus 5.5 points at 110 money, and Boston is minus 5.5 for 110 money. The over and under total is set at 233.5. And the head to head in the last 10 games, we have Boston winning 7, losing 3, and they're 6-4 against the spread and 6-4 on the over and under. Just to give you an idea of the last 10 games and how they ended up, we're going to skate on over here. May 15th, Boston won 113-98. May 13th, it was 109-102 Boston. On May 11th, it was 106-93 Boston. May 9th, it was 118-94 Cavs. On May 7th, it was 120-95 Boston. March 5th, 105-104 Cleveland's way. On December 14th, it was 116-107 Boston's way. And on December 12th, 2 days earlier, it was 120-113 Boston's way. On March 6th, Cleveland got out 118-114 in overtime. And March 1st, it was 117-113. Now, the last meeting, which was May 15th, like I said, Cleveland was 98, Boston 113. Let me get on this prize picks so that I can give you an overview real quick. Okay, on the player props, Evan Mobley over 2.5 assists at plus 115. Now, 4 consecutive unders on Evan Mobley's assist prop have dropped the total from 3.5 to 2.5. And not only is it down a full assist, but the over is trading at plus money. Now, Mobley has shown improvement as an offensive player this season, and his minutes are incredibly valuable to the Cavaliers, especially against the Celtics. Mobley is an excellent defender, capable of protecting the rim against the Celtics. We only need 31 minutes from Mobley to establish our edge on the assist prop. But considering it's an NBA Cup game and a matchup with the Celtics, his minutes could be even higher. Mobley is projected for 3.1 assists on Tuesday, which allows us to price the over 2.5 assists at minus 145, but it's available at Bet365 at plus 115. 60% picking Cleveland versus Boston to go over. On Bet365, the over set at 233.5 for minus 110. And on FanDuel Sportsbook, it's set at 234 at minus 110. Let me go on through here and look at the trends and the odds real quick. Give you those numbers out as well. The Cleveland Cavaliers have only hit the game total under in 17 of their last 47 games. If that helps you at all. Now, at DraftKings, the over is set at 234 for minus 108. And at BetMGM, the under is set at 233.5 for minus 105. You got to always go through all of the little props, previews, picks, trends, and odds to get the best result. I do believe. I usually have my app opened up and making my bets, but I'm just going to wait to make my bets after I do this podcast. But yeah, if I was a betting man, which I am, I'd probably, because Cleveland is undefeated, I probably would go for the over in this game, over 233.5. I believe that's what I'm going to bet with today on that one. Next game, We have Brooklyn at Charlotte. Charlotte's record is 5-8, while Brooklyn sits at 5-9. Charlotte's 7-6 against the spread, 4-8-1 over on the over and under. Their away record is 1-5, and their home record is 4-3. Now Brooklyn, their record's 5-9, and against the spread they're 10-3-1. On the over and under, they're 7-7. Their away record is 2-6. Their home record is 3-3. Charlotte, their spread is +2.5 for -105, and the over total is set at 222.5 at -105. Brooklyn, their spread is -2.5 points for -115 money, and the over and under is set at 222.5 for -115. Now their head-to-head for the last 10 games is Brooklyn's 6-4, and they're 5-1 against the spread, 5-5 on the over and under. Now let me litigate their games, the last 10 games. On March 9th, it was 110-99 Charlotte's way. On November 30th, it was 129-128 Charlotte's way. October 30th, it was 133-121 Brooklyn. On March 5th, it was 102-86 Brooklyn. December 31st, it was 123-106 Brooklyn. December 7th, it was 122-116 Brooklyn. November 5th, it was 98-94 Brooklyn. On March 27th, it was 119-110 Charlotte. On March 8th, it was 132-121 Brooklyn. And on October 24th, it was 111-95 Charlotte. Now, Charlotte's offense, their offense is ranked 42.9, I do believe, if I'm not mistaken.